It is one among of three sources of water, which is found in the surface source of water. It is found in surface source of water. That's where you can find the river, because river is found on the surface. Although we have some rivers that are found on underground, but mostly we are going to deal with the rivers that are found on the Earth's surface. So, what the meaning of the term river? If someone asks you, what the meaning of the term rivers? Or river? River is a natural stream. It's a natural stream that flowing in a channel to a sea, lake, ocean, or river. River sometimes tend to flow from a river to another river, most large rivers. But for us, we have two types of rivers that are, we have two types of rivers. We have two types of rivers. We have two types of rivers, whereby we have permanent river. We have permanent river and the temporary river. We have permanent river and we have this what we call temporary river. When you're talking about permanent river, the kind of rivers that tend to flow throughout the year. It means that in various seasons of the year, it might be autumn, spring, winter, and summer, the river, it is there. That's why we call them permanent river. But when you're talking about temporary river, the kind of the river that tend to flow during wet season, or during rain season, whereby temporary river is divided also into two types, which is intermediate river and the episodic river. This one tends to flow during wet season, while this one tends to flow during what? Rainy season. Those are the two types of rivers. But there are some rivers with some unique characteristics in the world. Let us try to check them one after another. We have this one. The longest river in the world is known as River Nile, which flows from East African countries, especially Ghana and Kenya, whereby to Egypt. That's the longest river in the world. And then we have the biggest one, the huge one, biggest one, but in terms of volume, you should understand this one. When you are talking about volume, we are talking about the amount of water that's there, the amount of water that's found in that river. Here we have the river which is known as Amazon River. Amazon River, it is a river that's found in Amazon forest. And this what we call River Nile, it is a river which found in Africa, while this one it's found in American continent. Southern American continent in Amazon forest. And then we have another river, the biggest river in Africa, the biggest in terms of volume, biggest one in terms of volume in Africa. It is known as the River Congo, which is found in Congo. But the longest river in Africa, it is known as River Nile. So in River Nile, it is the longest river in the world and in Africa. While in the world, the biggest river, it is River Amazon, followed by River Congo, which is found in Africa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And then we have some unique river in Tanzania. the biggest, here we are talking about volume, the biggest, the largest, and the longest river in Tanzania is known as River Rufiji. Is known as River Rufiji. This is the longest river and the longest river and the largest river in our country. Our country is Tanzania. So I want to draw a diagram which will show you various rivers that we have in our country. Observe this one. Okay, as I was telling you that I will try to draw a simple map that will help us to understand various rivers that are found in our country, Tanzania. So this is the map. Although there are some essential maps that are missing here, like a title. Not the direction should be there. I should have a scale, we should have a margin, but I'm not going to draw them because I'm trying to simplify things here due to the limited time. So check this one. This is what we call a map of Tanzania, a simple map of Tanzania that we are going to use. Try to observe this one. Here it is where I can show you where we can find those rivers. I told you that in Tanzania the longest and the largest river, it is known as River Rufiji, which is found here. So here we have River Rufiji. And then I told you that we have a river which separates, or river that's found in between two countries, which is Mozambique and Tanzania. It is found in this one here. It is known as the River Ruvuma. Here we have Mozambique. You should know this one. Here we have Mozambique. So Tanzania, Mozambique, but between there is a river known as River Rufiji. All those rivers tend to pour the water in our Indian Ocean. This is what we call Indian Ocean, the ocean that we are bordered with. And then after River Rufiji, we have another river which is found on this end here. This one. This river is known as River One. This river is known as River One. And also we have a certain river that's found in Tanga here, known as the River Pangani. Most of you are aware of this one. This is Mountain Kilimanjaro. Although it does not appear well, but I will try in another session to draw a good map. And then here we have some rivers that are found here. We have River Mara right here. We have a river known as the River Mara. Here we have another river known as the River Gurumeti. We have another river known as the River Gurumeti. And then we have another river here known as the river in our new region known as River Simiyu. River Simiyu also, it is here. Also, we have another river. If you can recall, during Kagera War, there is a song that we used to sing known as Idi Amin akifa mimi siwezi kulia nitamtupa Kagera awe chakula cha mamba. We have another river which is found in Kagera here, in this post here. This river is known as River Kagera. This river is known as River Kagera. Also, we have another river here in Kigoma, which is known as the River Malagarasi. And then we have another river here known as the Great River Ruana. The Great River Ruana. So those are the rivers that's found in Tanzania. There are some temporary rivers, but those rivers that I tried to mention are the permanent rivers tending to flow throughout the year. Those are the permanent rivers that we have in our country. And this one, I did not mention it, but it's known as the Lake Victoria. This is Lake Victoria. Here we have Lake Tanganyika. Here we have Lake Nyasa. This is the deepest lake. This will be the largest lake. Those are the things. So what about that found in our country? And those rivers, you should try to be aware of them, because in some exam you might find a question whereby they will show you on this channel without all this stream, without telling you which kind of river is this one. So you should memorize it in your brain in order to be able to attempt any question that's related with the rivers or concept. Let us try after this one. Let us see this one. So what are the importance of the rivers, or what are the advantage of the rivers? What are the importance or merits of the rivers? What are the importance or merits of the rivers? Let us try to simplify them. Number one, the rivers, we tend to use them in transportation activities. So rivers are used in navigation activities. Rivers are used in navigation activities. River provide us with electricity through hydroelectric power. River tend to give us energy through hydroelectric power. Also, river tend to support agriculture activities through irrigation system. If you can recall, there is a certain historical site in this zone known as Engaruka, whereby you can obtain some evidence that show that during our foregrandfather we used it to conduct irrigation activities in Engaruka. Also, rivers, it gives us water for domestic purpose. Rivers give us this what you call water, and also rivers tend to stimulate or to improve this what we call stimulating tourism sector. There is other importance of rivers. There are many of them. There rivers offers a lot of things like also rivers like this one, rainy formation through the process known as water cycle, whereby water in the river undergo a process known as evaporation in order to form this what you call water line. That's all for today, which are related with rivers. But mostly remember this one. Remember to memorize this map right here. If you memorize this map, I don't think if there is any question in a primary level or in a secondary level or in advanced level that will challenge you. If you are aware of this kind of map, make sure you memorize it. That's all for today. Thank you for your time. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.